This little video here might upset some people, but I just really need to get this off my chest. I am absolutely not built to be a YouTuber. I don't have the mindset that you're kind of supposed to have. And I know you're gonna say, then why are you making YouTube videos then if you know you're not built to be one? To answer that question in the simplest form, I am finding it extremely hard to find a job. I've been searching for about 3 years and I've had absolutely no luck. So YouTube is pretty much the only sort of last hope I have at making any sort of money. And that's why, despite knowing I'm not exactly cut out for this sort of thing, is why I keep doing it. I know my videos are not the best, but it's kind of the only option I have to try and get at least a little bit of money under my belt. And so that's why I kind of wanted to make this little video just addressing some things that I am absolutely aware that I am not the sort of person who should be a YouTuber. And because of that, my time on YouTube has been absolutely bonkers.
Hey.
So far, in these few months I've been on the platform, I've been doxxed, I've had my information leaked, I've been threatened, I've been insulted, I've been called every name in the book. And that's not me playing victim, that literally did happen. I have a whole bunch of videos about it. So it's safe to say I've not really had the best time on the platform, but I have had a few viewers who have been very just nice and supportive through the whole thing. Unfortunately, pretty much every video I make, I get a lot of comments who just totally misunderstand what I'm saying. For example, in the comments of my Chemical Romance video, which I had to limit at one point, were full of people just insulting me, calling me performative, saying that I don't care when my favourite artists do this when you don't know me, and I literally do that. My Haunting Adeline video naturally attracted some dark romance fans who basically said I don't know anything, that I'm stupid, that I don't know grammar, which was really random, but okay. I had people who interpreted my video as me wanting to completely ban the Haunting Adeline book and the movie, saying that I'm a Puritan, or Puriteen, even though I'm very close to not being a teen. And so I had to clarify. But pretty much on every single video, I'm having to make a pinned comment to clarify what I mean, because people in my comments misunderstand me. Which is also a part of what I do on my community posts. If I get a comment, I will, specifically if lots of people in my comments are saying similar things, I'll pick an example and I'll talk about it. Such as when I made my Amy Winehouse video, which was about misogyny and the mistreatment of women and addicts, and I had so many vegans in my comments who were turning this into a veganism issue, because specifically they turned Amy Winehouse into a meat platter, and that was what they decided to bring up instead of, I don't know, kind words towards Amy. It was mostly about how, oh, the animals had feelings too. What about the animals who were turned into the meat platter? So I talked about this in a community post, saying that the point of this video was not to talk about veganism, and was instead a tribute to Amy Winehouse, and how Neil Patrick Harris and other people had disrespected her even in death. And also just clarifying that, hey, I'm not a vegan, I'm not gonna be a vegan. If that upsets you, this is not the channel for you. And that this video absolutely was not the time or the place to discuss vegan agenda. This video was about Amy. No disrespect to vegans, you can talk about the meat platter in your own video. But the video that I made wasn't necessarily about the contents of the platter, it was the sheer cruelty of it towards a specific person who was targeted for years because she was a woman struggling with addiction. That was the point of the video. And I was just being bullied in the comments by a specific individual here who was saying that, you know, I need to get a job and that this channel sucks and then I just need to quit and get a real job instead of just doing YouTube. I'd worry about getting a real job so you can actually stop mooching off people, you moocher. And I just found this comment particularly cruel, so that's also why I just wanted to talk about it, because wow, this just seems like a very personal attack. And this is kind of what a few people have messaged me or left a comment saying that they don't like about me, is that I address negativity too often. I'm too negative. I single people out. I bully people. I start fights, which is mostly what I've been hearing for the past couple of days. Because I simply don't roll over and allow strangers on the internet to bully me. If you're upset that I post pictures of people being cruel online, that means I'm like a bully, then okay, if the shoe fits. I've literally been doxxed for simply giving my opinion on certain celebrities with SA allegations. If you don't like the fact that I quote single people out and post comments and community posts like this too often, fine. You don't have to subscribe to me. You can subscribe to someone else, you know that, right? If someone's literally slandering me, I'm going to talk about it. Or if people are completely missing the point of my video, I'm going to talk about it. If that means that I'm bullying people or that I'm singling people out or starting too many fights, then I'm not going to apologize for that. If you don't like the way that I operate on this channel, fine. I'm completely aware that I'm not a responsible YouTuber. I'm not built to be one. I know I focus on negativity too much. It is quite literally the way I've always been. It's the way I'm wired.
It's just the way we're wired.
And I know that that makes me sound horrible, that I'm refusing to apologize for the way I behave online, but at the same time, if lots of people are misinterpreting my video, I'm going to clarify it, and I will use an example. If that means that I'm starting fights, then you don't have to watch me. If you don't like the way I operate online, you can watch someone else. I'm not going to be offended if you unsubscribe because you don't like the way I act. That's fine, that's how YouTube is. You don't have to like me at all. And if you think that I'm being irresponsible with my platform, that's fine. You can unsubscribe. Go ahead. I'm not gonna force you to stay if you don't like the way I am. And just because I make videos about terrible celebrities like Neil Patrick Harris, that does not mean that I am a role model. And while I may not be on the same level as the bad people that I talk about, for example, I'm not like Neil Patrick Harris. I am not turning people into meat platters. I'm not like the people making the Haunting Adeline movie who made a whole book and movie about how, like, this rapist is sexy. And just because I'm not on these people's level, that doesn't mean I'm perfect. That doesn't mean you should look up to me. While I may not be doing these absolutely atrocious things, I'm fully aware that I react irrationally to a lot of things. I'm not perfect. And if you don't like the things I do, such as the way I respond to people who misinterpret my videos or the people who are quite rude to me, then you don't have to stay. You can unsubscribe. I'm not forcing you to stay. I never once claimed to be cut out for being a YouTuber. I'm very new to this, and I'm not perfect at all. The way I respond is irrational, but I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm gonna clarify things. If people are misinterpreting me or being rude to me, I'm gonna clarify it. If that makes me irresponsible, then sure, but I'm not gonna apologize. I know I sound completely terrible for saying that. I sound like Captain Clark. I know, but I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not. And if that upsets you, then I'm not gonna force you to stay on this channel. You don't have to watch me. That's fine. I absolutely am not a role model. I'm just a random person who's trying to make some money. If you don't like the way that I tend to clarify things on my community posts, then that's fine. But I'm gonna probably still do it if people are misinterpreting me. I'm gonna clarify it, and I'm not sorry. So if that's gonna upset you, then I don't mind losing a couple hundred subscribers. That's fine. I can always get new ones who might, I don't know, understand where I'm coming from. That's fine. And if I don't, that's also fine. This whole YouTube thing has been such a mixed bag for me. And if you don't want to stick around, then that's absolutely fine. I'm not going to force you to. But one thing I'm not going to do is pretend like I'm a role model. You shouldn't look up to me. I do things in quite an unorthodox way. I'm not just going to roll over and let someone misinterpret me or bully me. I'm not going to do that. And if you don't like that, then that's fine. You don't have to subscribe to me. That's perfectly fine. I just wanted to make this video to basically clarify that, yes, I do things differently, and if you don't like that, that's fine. But I'm not a role model. Not once did I claim that what I'm doing is like the standard that what other people should do. It's not. And that's pretty much all I have to say, is that I will clarify things if people keep misinterpreting me. And if you don't like the way that I operate online, that's 100% fine. No matter how much I explain myself in my videos, people are still gonna misinterpret it. So I will probably continue addressing it, making these pinned comments and community posts, because I don't like being misunderstood. And if you don't really like that I do that, then that's fine. You don't have to subscribe to me, that's fine. I'm not someone you should be looking up to for how to behave online. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I probably will have to make another pinned comment because people will probably misinterpret this as well, but that's fine, I don't mind. I just wanted to kind of get this out the way because it's been playing on my mind a bit. And that's all I kind of have to say, really. See you if I see ya.